It's hard to mesh science and Christianity without talking about scientific stuff. In this video, I'm going to discuss energy, matter, atoms, and photons. But don't worry, I'm going to keep it 5-year-old simple. The most important thing I'm going to show you is how God controls the universe. The physical world is made up of two things, energy and matter. Albert Einstein proposed that the two were interchangeable. Matter can be turned into energy and energy into matter. It has been demonstrated to be true through various experiments, but the most notable is the atomic bomb. The United States turned a mass about equal to the weight of a paperclip into energy at Hiroshima. The entire city was destroyed and about 70,000 people were killed instantly. Thus, very little mass converts into an enormous amount of energy. You can calculate the energy-mass relationship using Einstein's famous equation E equals mc squared. Since energy and mass are interconvertible, you can think of the world as being composed of only one of them. I will talk about it as being solely energy. It makes up everything and everyone. The stars, planets, bugs, and humans are all clumps of energy. God started the universe with a monstrous amount of energy at the Big Bang. The energy surged from the center and expanded. As the energy spread out, its intensity faded. It spontaneously started aggregating into bundles. These clumps are referred to as atoms, but for our purposes, I will continue to refer to them as energy bundles. Even though the bundles were assembling into more and more complex structures over time, they were far from static. They were spinning and vibrating blurs of energy, as they still are today. Each is like a storehouse that constantly ships out little bits of energy as pulses and receives them as well. There are principles determining what size package travels out of the storehouse, just as there are regarding what size package is accepted in. Look at this example. Energy bundle 1 emits a pulse of energy. It travels in a spherical pattern away from the bundle. The pulse may travel a fraction of an inch or hundreds of miles, but eventually it finds another bundle that absorbs it. When the pulse arrives at energy bundle 2, it is incorporated into its storehouse. The pulse is called a photon. It is the way bundles transfer energy between themselves. Do you want to see this phenomenon in action? Take a cup of water and put it into your microwave. Turn it on for 10 seconds. It emits a huge number of energy pulses that are absorbed by the water energy bundles. When you take out the water, it emits pulses that are received by the energy bundles in your fingers. Your body attains a state that tells yourself that the water is warm. Energy is continuously moving around. Like the energy blur within each bundle, there is a blur of energy moving between them. This movement of energy is the most fundamental process within the universe. Everything that happens on a macro scale finds its origin within these minuscule bundles. Scientists know a lot about it. They can describe the size and shape of an energy bundle, and they know much about how they self-assemble with each other. The package sizes the storehouse ships and receives are also understood. Unfortunately, there is a lot they don't know. For example, they can't predict when any given storehouse is going to make a shipment, nor is it clear which bundle in the universe is going to receive it. They haven't figured out rules for these actions because they've concluded that there aren't any. Quantum physicists teach that each action is random and can only be guessed by probability. They can't predict exactly when a package is going to ship, but they can say something like, there is a 90% chance it will ship in the next 2 seconds. But I believe that there is someone that knows the exact ship time, and that is God. How does he know? It isn't because he is smarter than scientists, although he is. It is because he is the one that causes the shipment. God commands when a pulse is to ship from an energy bundle, and he dictates which one will receive it. The energy of the universe moves according to God's will. Where scientists see a mystery, God knows certainty. Albert Einstein was concerned when his quantum mechanic colleagues said that energy moved according to probability. He said God doesn't play dice. This meant that he believed the universe didn't move at random, but that there were rules that dictated the outcome. Einstein was right, but not in the way he thought. There wasn't a variable that scientists had missed. It was the will of God that was overlooked. God determines exactly when and where each pulse is going. It is all planned. So what does this all have to do with you? God gave you the ability to cause pulses of energy to move too. He allowed you to control the energy bundles that make up your body. Your will controls your body just as God's will controls the universe. You don't have to understand quantum physics for your mind to move your body. You exert your will, energy bundles receive the command, and your hand picks up a fork. In the process, you freely exert your will, and not one law of physics is violated. Look at the big picture. Energy is the ability to do work, such as picking up a fork. Your will is the desire to pick up the fork. Will and energy together cause things to happen. If it isn't your will, then it is God's will that is determining the change. This is going to require a lot of unpacking. Come back for further explanation why this is important. Scientists and philosophers have worked on this for many years. Maybe this is the answer to the block universe and describes the spiritual physical interface. Please leave your comments and questions below or contact me at my email address. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, humility, thanks, and joy.